Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another reading, guys. I am here hanging with the saucy beaver and her baby, Maggie Lee, this little saucy beeves. Alright guys, so this one's going to be for those of you who have a divine masculine that's dealing with a karmic partner. And the message that I'm getting, the channeled message that I'm getting, is that the karmics are starting to feel really fed up with this whole twin flame situation. Because the message I'm getting coming through from the karmics is, I don't know how much longer I can go on like this. Okay, so I'm feeling like the journey is very painful for a lot of the karmic partners right now because there's a lot of shifts with the masculine and the feminine, and I feel like a lot of the masculines are feeling it in the form of just distraction, and these karmic partners know when it's the cause of the divine feminine's presence. And yeah, just overall I'm picking up on a sense of like frustration, and it's you know, a lot of your masculines are feeling the brunt of it as well. Okay, so what is the masculine and the karmic partner learning about the twin flame connection and about each other? Okay, so we have Ace, Fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. It might be a specific message for those of you who do have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, either in yourself or your counterpart, or even the karmic partner. Okay, and then we have Confusion, Neptune, and Illusions. Yeah, it's time that the karmics take the rose-colored glasses off, because I feel like for a long time they've had it on, and many of them, they wanted to kind of turn the other cheek when it came to the twin flame connection. So a lot of them were really pretending to be okay with it when they're not. Like, I feel like there's been a lot of heavy emotions stirring around in them, and it's getting to the point where it's making some of them feel really sick. Okay, and they're just fed up. Like, they're ready to kind of shift things in their own life and take off the glasses and stop living life as an illusion, because the deeper this journey goes, it's like I feel like the karmic partners are just getting fed up of just the back and forth themselves. You know, it's like twin flames are facing the back and forth, but I feel like the karmics are facing the back and forth as well, because they're getting the emotional aspect of it, where they're starting to realize that even though the masculines may be with them physically, the masculine's heart, their mind, just everything within them belongs with the divine feminine. Or it's like the karmics will be around the masculines, but the masculines, just their whole mood and like their state of mind, it's like it's not present, it's not there. It's like they're a different person. They give one word answers. They're very like rigid, cold. They don't like to joke around. They don't feel very like childlike. And I feel like some of these karmic partners are like, I might as well just be in a relationship with myself, because you're not there. Like, the lights are out. But deep down inside, these karmic knows like it's because of this divine feminine. Let's get the feminine's energy here. What are you guys up to, divine feminine? Because usually when the masculine's distracted and they're in these karmic situations, I feel like there's a lot of deep realizations occurring as well. So I just want to know like how the masculines see the feminines right now. How do they view you? Why are they so distracted by your energy? Okay, so we have Medicine Woman. Oh, I think I drew 2 cards here. It's meant to come out. So we have Ishtar, Boundaries, and we have Eggshell, Medicine Woman. Okay, so you are a channel of divine healing power. They just miss that tender touch of yours. They miss the realness of the conversations. The conversations with you are healing. They're very worldly. I feel like when they're with the karmics, the reason they're so distracted or moody is because like they may be distracted by a lot of material things, you know, like going out and going places just to post it on social media, or like, I don't know, like I'm getting the word like fake and like plastic and like exhausting. Okay, and I feel like the divine feminine knows how to put up boundaries when it comes to these worldly and material things. Like many of you who are in the feminine energy, like you may be caught up in like, you know, serving the world or servicing the world in some way. You kind of see through the illusions here with these rose-colored glasses. Like you see the whole social media world, living in the matrix, all of that stuff as like you see it, you understand the assignment, you know. So many of you aren't really caught up in that world, and I feel like neither is your masculine. And when they're with these karmic partners, what's standing out is how much growth has occurred with the divine masculines, so that their physical self is there in these situations and environments, but like their heart and their mind and where their thoughts are, it's with you, divine feminine. And you know, they see you as someone who is very healing, and you know how to draw boundaries, you know how to just keep it real and keep it down to earth, and you don't have to be fake, and you don't have to be anybody else but yourself. I think that's why the lightness of being came up in the last reading, and that's really attractive. Like the fact that you don't care or put a lot of emphasis on superficial or artificial things, it's one of the most attractive qualities about you. It shows so much strength, that you have so much respect for yourself, and you're not easily distracted by shiny things, okay? And that's how I feel like a lot of these karmics that are with the masculines, you know, they're distracted. And maybe once upon a time your masculine was like that too, really chasing like the money and the women and the fast life and the fast cars, and you know, just certain things that mattered was like this, you know, whole party lifestyle, and I wanna be forever young. Oh, that's so funny. Just trying to put up this whole, you know, facade of, yeah, just trying to remain young forever. I feel like it's taking a toll, and it's really catching up in the life of the masculine and the karmic. And yeah, like a lot of your masculines are just, they're wanting that realness from you. It says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And many of you are drawing those boundaries with your masculines as well, where like, you know, if they can't connect with you because maybe they're not doing the work where, you know, it seems as though they're attracted to just the highest good on this planet at this time. Like many of us are waking up, guys. It's not a joke anymore. You know, like a lot of us are waking up, and part of our purpose is to see that the world needs healing, and what do we bring to the table in order to help accomplish that goal? You know, and this whole like, you know, party all the time, it's just, it's becoming like exhausting. Like I feel like a lot of people are waking up and realizing that a lot of these vices are just meant to take our energy and keep us wearing these glasses where we're just zoned out all the time, you know? But with the feminine's presence in this masculine's life, putting up very strong boundaries, knowing when to say no, who to say no to. Like, if saying no to your masculines, it's been a really big lesson, you know? Like, no, like, this may be a nice twin flame journey, and all the attraction is there, the intensity is there, but you know, the path that you're taking, no, it's not for me. I don't want to be on that path. It's because many of you recognize yourself as a medicine woman. You're here to affect change in the world. You feel that very strongly. And for a long time, it's why you and your masculine have been bumping heads, because this karmic energy keeps them very, you know, pulled in and linked in to the matrix, where it's like temporary satisfaction. But I feel like that temporary satisfaction is starting to take a toll on your masculine, because now they are just like I said, it's like they may as well just not even be there with the karmics, because their mind is elsewhere. It's being pulled to this like divine feminine and this energy of being like a medicine woman, like healing. Again, something about you is just very down to earth. They feel like they can take the mask off or take the glasses off in front of you. And it's really refreshing, divine feminine. Oh, whoopsie. I want to know what your masculines want to communicate to you. This is my own deck of messages that I made. So if you guys are listening right now, what do your masculines wish to communicate to you with this energy that's going on here? Especially with it, you know, it could be very heavy in their karmic cycles, but you are feeling their energy very heavily, divine feminine, because all they can think about is you, right? It feels peaceful to think about you, much less go to you and like be in your energy or presence. Many of your masculines miss your home as well. Like if you guys have invited them over to your place, or you know, they've seen the way you live, there's something about it, like they miss your home, like they miss being with you in the comfort of your space, because I get, like, not only are you comforting, but like your environment is very healing as well. So your masculines keep seeing your face in other people. That's why they could be very distracted. The karmic partners notice as well, because a lot of the karmic partners could be aware of you, divine feminine, the way you look. I see a lot of divine masculines too. It's like they'll go on vacation and they'll see people at the airport that looks like you. They will, like, you know, go on vacation, and the people who share the hotel room next door, it will be a couple where the woman or the man, depending on your dynamic, looks very similar or has very similar features, and all of a sudden your divine masculine is now fixated on staring at this person a lot in front of the karmic, and the karmic knows, okay, like it's this counterpart, it's this person that they're never going to let go of, they're never going to forget. And then there's the karmic again saying, like, I don't know how much longer I can go on like this. Okay, we have, you taught me to stand up to the karmic. A lot of these masculines could be snapping at this time. They could be really cranky, just really like short-tempered. In the last reading, I talked about them kind of wondering what it is you're up to. I feel too like a lot of the times what ends up happening is like when the divine masculine is getting in this place of being distracted, I feel like if you guys haven't checked out the last reading, it's usually because the feminine, you're being guided to really just, like honor yourself, take care of yourself, do your own thing. Many of you may be, blessed with the relief of feeling the obsession over the journey, and you may actually have that strength within you to say no to others, draw healthy boundaries, come off social media. Even if your masculine's trying to reach out, and many of you know, like there is the karmic situation, I feel like for the first time many of you are stepping up and having these strong boundaries and saying no. Like, if you're in a karmic situation, you've got to kind of go ahead and deal with that. And your masculines are getting short-tempered, they're getting irritated, they're getting moody over the fact that they're losing access to you because they know that you're sending them off on the path to do a lot of their inner work. And so I feel like a lot of the heavy, intense conversations right now are standing up to the karmic. Some things that I'm hearing is like, can you leave me alone? Or I don't want to talk about it. Like if you ask me that one more time, if you bring up his or her name one more time, I'm done. Like certain things like that I'm hearing in my head. So there could be like arguments happening. If many of you as well find yourself being like a little bit short-tempered, cranky, and then you're like, what am I so cranky for? I have nothing to be cranky over of. Just think about it as like kind of tuning in and picking up to your masculine's energy. Okay. And if you guys are hearing certain conversations in your head, and pay attention to like song synchronicities. Yeah. Cause they're going through a lot. Your divine masculines, a lot of deep realizations, and it's uncomfortable. Like every time you get this, it does add like, that level of confusion, and there's major realizations. It's like you feel uncomfortable in your own skin because you don't recognize the life that you've built around you anymore. That's what your masculines are feeling. Okay, and I keep your pictures in a safe place. This is this medicine woman thing here, okay? They need your energy or your healing in some way. It's like waking up to the fact that it's like, yeah, this is definitely more than just, look, we have attraction, Mars, and hot at the top of the deck here. It's more than just this attraction. It's more than, they're attracted to this divine feminine, or she's, hot or fiery, or, oh my gosh, like caliente. And I feel like the karmics are starting to see that too. Like, it's not just you, being hot or beautiful, or your divine masculine just wants you because of your looks. I feel like it's more than that. Especially because your masculines are saying things like they keep your pictures in a safe place. This could also be another thing that the karmic partners are seeing and finding out, and it's being revealed. And this is another thing that's making them go, like, I really don't know how much longer I can go on like this. It's like the longer we spend time doing this dance, it's like the more I discover about you and this divine feminine, or the more I discover that your feelings are even deeper than what it is you're saying or revealing. And it seems as though the connection between us it's getting worse. So the karmics too, I feel like, are having a lot of deep realizations about what it is they want to do. Let's get a message on the karmic's best course of action. Okay, so we have North Node Cosmic, and we have Purpose as well. It's putting them into a place of deep reflection, I would say. Tuning into like what their purpose is, why it is they're going through this, some of the lessons that they may be experiencing. And I feel like one of the biggest lessons a lot of these karmics are experiencing is how to have the courage to leave this situation, right? Because it's like they keep asking themselves, how much longer am I going to go on like this? And that's a big message that's coming through. They really don't know. So it's time for them to really kind of, tune out and do what's best for them at this time. Hey, cutie baby. But it's hard. Like, I'm feeling like it's hard because they know it's going to be like a bit of a journey ahead of them, right? It's like this is the face of someone who, you know, they know that there's a greater purpose behind all of the things that are happening, and I feel like they've ignored it for a really long time for the sake of like the illusions. Just, it's better just to wear the glasses. It's maybe better to ignore it, turn the other way. Like a lot of the karmics too, they know like when your masculines would reach out to you and like sneak off and try to message you, and many of you would get ghosted because a lot of these karmic partners would catch the divine masculine in the act of watching these pictures that they have of you that they keep in a safe place, trying to text you, trying to say what's up to you. A lot of you are really used to your masculines communicating very choppy, right? Are you playing with baby? Like they might send you things like a question mark or a fake text message or a GIF, like, you know, those pictures, like the GIFs. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The GIF, like they might send that to you, and it's like that's all you guys get. It's because as soon as they get up and they go off to the bathroom, guess who's following them right behind them, right? You were just on your phone. I know. So conflict and certain things like that are happening right now in this karmic situation, and that's what's prompting this big question: is how much longer can I go on like this? All right. I don't know who this was for. I hope you guys have enjoyed the clarity. You guys take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.